Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you a question. When you speak English, do you feel like you're taking a test? Like someone is watching and waiting for you to make a mistake? Many learners feel this way. They think speaking English is a test, but it's not. Speaking is a skill, just like riding a bike or cooking. You don't learn it by memorizing rules. You learn it by doing it again and again. In this video, I'll show you how to think about speaking differently. If you've ever felt nervous, slow, or afraid to speak, this is for you. Stay with me until the end. This might change how you learn English forever. Chapter 1. Why we feel like speaking is a test. Have you ever felt nervous when you speak English? Maybe your hands feel cold. Your heart beats fast. You know the words, but you can't say them. You freeze. Why does this happen? Many English learners feel this way. They feel like speaking is a test you must pass, a test where someone is checking your grammar, your accent, your mistakes, and if you say something wrong, you fail. But is this true? Is speaking really a test? Let's talk about why we feel this fear and how to change it. The classroom mindset. When we are children, we go to school. In school, we learn to read, write, and answer questions. The teacher asks, "What is the capital of France?" We say, "Paris." If it's correct, we get a check mark. If it's wrong, we get a red X. This is the school system. It teaches us that language is about correct answers. But speaking is not the same. In school, maybe you had to speak in front of the class. Maybe you said something wrong and other students laughed. Or the teacher corrected your grammar again and again. Red pens. Bad marks. This feels bad. And over time, we start to believe, I must speak perfectly, or don't speak at all. This is the classroom mindset. And it creates fear. A piano, not a manual. Imagine you want to learn the piano, so you read the piano manual. You learn all the notes, the keys, the rules, but you never touch the piano. Can you play? Number. You can't learn to play music by only reading. You must use your hands. You must make mistakes. Play the wrong notes. Try again. Speaking English is the same. You can learn grammar rules. You can memorize vocabulary. But if you never speak, you can't improve. Speaking is not about knowing. Speaking is about doing. How babies learn. Let's look at babies. Babies don't study grammar. They don't read books. They listen. They try. They say one word, then two words, then more. They make many mistakes. But their parents smile. Good job. And slowly, they learn. No tests, no pressure, just natural learning. Now think about your own language. Do you speak it perfectly? Number. You make mistakes sometimes. You forget words. You change your sentence halfway. And that's okay. But in English, we think, I must be perfect. Why? Because we feel it's a test. But it's not. The brain needs to relax. Let's talk about the brain. When we are relaxed, the brain works better. We can think clearly. We can remember words. We speak with ease. But when we are nervous, the brain goes into danger mode. It says, uh-oh, be careful, don't make a mistake. This blocks your English. You forget simple words. You stop in the middle of a sentence. You feel frozen. It's not because your English is bad. It's because you are afraid. Fear stops fluency. Real story. A shy student speaks. Let me tell you a story. There was a student named Anna. She was always top of the class, 100% on grammar tests, great writing, excellent reading. But she never spoke. She was afraid to make a mistake. In class, she stayed quiet. After school, she still didn't speak English. Then one day, she joined a club. No teachers, no tests. Just people talking about life. At first, she was quiet, but the group smiled and listened. Slowly, she began to speak. Not perfectly, but with confidence. Now she speaks fluently. What changed? She stopped thinking of speaking as a test. She started seeing it as communication. Surprising truth. Even fluent speakers make mistakes. Here's a secret. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes. Yes, it's true. Sometimes they say, "He don't know," or "I seen it yesterday." Not correct, but it happens. Do they stop talking? Number. Because the goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is connection. You don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to speak. Final thoughts. Many learners feel afraid because they think speaking is a test with one right answer, a test you must pass. But that's not true. Speaking is not a test. It's not about perfection. It's not about red pens or grammar rules. Speaking is about sharing meaning, expressing your ideas, making a connection. Forget the test. Forget the fear. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Chapter 2. What it means to build a skill. In the last chapter, we talked about how speaking is not a test. Now let's talk about what it is. Speaking is a skill, and skills are different from knowledge. You don't build a skill by reading books. You build a skill by doing the thing again and again. That's the big idea of this chapter. What is a skill? A skill is something you do with your body, not just with your brain. Think about swimming. Can you learn to swim by reading about swimming? Number. You have to get in the water. What about typing? You can study the keyboard all day, but to type fast, you must type. The same is true for driving. You can learn all the rules, but you won't become a driver until you sit in the car and practice. Now let's talk about English. Can you learn to speak by only reading grammar books? Number. To speak well, you must speak. Remember this sentence. It's important. Speaking is not knowing. Speaking is doing. Let's say it again. Speaking is not knowing. Speaking is doing. Start small. Practice. Every day. You don't need to speak for hours. Start small. Just 5 minutes a day. You can talk to yourself in the mirror. You can repeat English phrases out loud. You can copy what someone says in a video or a podcast. The key is this: do it every day. Small steps create big change. Mini story. Talk to your cat. Let me tell you a simple story. There was a man named Jun. He loved learning English, but he felt shy. He didn't have anyone to talk to. One day, he started talking to his cat. "Good morning, Tiger," he said in English. "Are you hungry? Let's eat." Every morning, he talked to his cat in English. After a few weeks, something changed. June's sentences got faster, his voice got louder, his fear went away. Talking to a cat sounds silly, but it helped him build his skill. You can do the same. Talk to your pet. Talk to your plant. Talk to yourself. Just speak. Repeat, repeat, repeat. One great way to build your speaking skill is shadowing. What is shadowing? It means listening to a sentence in English and repeating it right away. You copy the speaker's rhythm, voice, and words. It's like training your mouth and brain to work together. You don't need to understand every word, just copy. It's like dancing with words, and it works. Did you know? Babies make mistakes. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that babies make thousands of mistakes before they say their first full sentence? Yes, thousands. They say baba, dada, wah. Their grammar is wrong. Their words are unclear. But do they stop? Number, they keep trying, and they learn. Mistakes are part of learning. Mistakes help you grow. When you make a mistake, your brain pays attention. It learns something new. That's why mistakes are good. Imagine this. You say, "She go to school." Then you hear, "Oh, she goes to school." Now your brain learns the right form. This is how we grow. Don't wait to speak perfectly. Perfection comes later. Practice comes first. Simple ways to build your speaking skill. Here are 4 things you can do. 1. Speak a little every day. Even 2 minutes is okay. Just speak out loud. 2. Repeat phrases aloud. Copy what you hear. Train your tongue and your brain. 3. Listen and copy dialogues. Watch simple shows or YouTube videos. Pause. Repeat what they say. 4. Talk to yourself at home. Describe your morning. Talk about the weather. Say what you're cooking. No pressure. Just practice. Final thoughts. You don't need perfect grammar to start. You don't need a native speaker to practice. You don't need hours of time. You just need to begin and keep going. Remember, speaking is not knowing, speaking is doing. So do it. A little. Every day. You'll be surprised how fast your skill grows. Chapter 3. How to practice. Speaking without pressure. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't even need another person. You can start speaking English today with what you already have. In this chapter, we'll show you how to practice speaking in easy, fun, and low-pressure ways. No tests, no fear, just small steps. Let's go. Use your daily routine. You do many things every day. You brush your teeth, you make coffee or tea, you walk to the bus or train. These are perfect moments to speak. You don't need new words. Just describe what you're doing. Say, "I am brushing my teeth. This water is cold. Now I'm making tea." Try saying this in the morning. "Good morning. Time to wake up. Let's go." This may feel funny at first, That's okay. Keep going. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. A quick speaking game. Try this now. Here's a simple game. Look around the room, find 5 things, say something about each one, out loud. Ready? This is a cup. The cup is red. I drink tea from this cup. The tea is hot. I like tea. You just practiced 5 full sentences, without stress. Do this every day with different things around you. You're training your brain, and it works. Practice dialogues from TV shows. Do you watch shows in English? Try this. Find a short scene. Listen carefully. Pause after each sentence. Repeat the sentence out loud. Copy the speaker's rhythm and voice. This is a fun way to learn real English, the kind people actually use. You're not just reading, you're speaking, and you're learning to sound natural. Use apps, comments, or voice notes. Don't want to speak out loud yet? Start with writing. Try these. Comment on YouTube videos in simple English. Write 1 English sentence on your phone each day. Send yourself a voice message. Listen back and repeat. When you hear your own voice, you start to feel more confident. You get used to the sound of you speaking English. That's powerful. Shadowing. The copy game. Shadowing is one of the best speaking tools. Here's how it works. Listen to a short English sentence. Repeat it out loud, right after the speaker. Try to match the voice, speed, and feeling. It's like dancing with words. You don't need to understand every word. The goal is to train your mouth and brain to move together. Do this 5 minutes a day. That's enough. You'll notice improvement quickly. Start a short speaking journal. This is simple and powerful. Each day, say 3 things out loud. What you did today, how you feel, what you plan to do tomorrow. Example, today I went to the park. I feel tired but happy. Tomorrow I will go to the store. Speak slowly, clearly, with a smile. This small daily habit will grow your confidence. Smile when you speak. This might surprise you. When you smile, your brain relaxes. And when your brain is relaxed, you speak better. Try this now. Say, I can speak English. Now say it again, with a smile. Feels better, right? Smiling helps you feel safe, calm, ready. Use it. Mindset. Praise yourself and stop comparing. Fluency is not about speed. It's not about perfect grammar. It's not about sounding like a native speaker. Fluency is this. I can say what I want in a way someone understands. That's it. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yesterday. If you spoke 1 sentence today, that's progress. Praise yourself. Say, I did it. I spoke English today. That's how confidence grows. 5 things you can say right now. Let's end with a quick list. Say these out loud right now. Hello, my name is your name. I'm learning English. I can speak a little. Today is a good day. I'm proud of myself. You did it. You spoke English, and you can do it again tomorrow. Final thoughts. You don't need pressure to practice. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a few minutes, a little courage, and your voice. Start small. Smile. Speak. English is not something you wait to speak. It's something you speak now, even if it's just one word. Speaking is not a test. It's a skill. And every skill takes time. But you can start today, not tomorrow, not next month. Now you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. If this video helped you, if it made you feel more confident, please like the video. It helps me reach more English learners like you. Also, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. And tell me in the comments, how will you practice speaking today? Will you talk to yourself? Will you shadow a video? Will you say 5 simple sentences out loud? Tell me. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear from you.